Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. My name is Betty. I do lifestyle videos. I'm a new YouTuber and I hope you find this interesting. Please stay with us and consider subscribing. To my returning subscribers, thank you. Always, you deserve a crown. Thank you for always stopping by and for taking your time to actually watch my videos. That means a lot to me, especially now that we're just like taking off and trying to grow this channel. I do really appreciate that so much. So in today's video, it's gonna be more or less, it's gonna be cooking and more cooking. And this time I'm involving my son, my teenager, my 13-year-old son. He's always so much interested in kitchen things cooking. So this day he asked me that he wanted to make us some dinner. So I said, why not? He loves playing around with pasta. So he decided he was going to make us some, meat sauce, some pasta, and then have it baked. So I was here just guiding him through the process. I just made sure that he has all the right ingredients to do the job. Yeah. So he started by just frying the onions and ginger and garlic and adding in the spices. And I think he was really enjoying this. Of course, I was there by his side to guide him. This was meant to be everyone's meal, everyone's dinner. So I just wanted to be sure that it is well done. It was a minimal supervision though, because looks like I have a whole chef in the house that I don't know. He was doing great. Yes, I always like having my spices cooked down well before I add in the food. In that way, it is well infused into the onions, into the oil. So when I add in the food, that's my thinking and my reasoning. It is well absorbed into the food. So when all that was done, the cooking of the spices, he just added in the good meat. That meat looks so good. Guys, do you notice the difference between like organic grass-fed meat and the other regular meat here? It's a big difference in color, in taste, in everything. I mean, sometimes I do miss our Kenyan meat. We don't have we only know grass-fed meat. All our cows are fed on grass, so our meat is I think 100% grass-fed, so you don't have to pay extra for grass-fed or otherwise. But here there's a whole lot difference between grass-fed meat and the other meat. I don't know what the other meat feeds on, but the other meat is, in this case, very, okay, I would say it's affordable, not cheap. But the grass-fed meat, my God, it is very expensive, really expensive. Yeah. So here he chopped up some veggies that we had in the fridge. So these are yellow squash, some celery, some red pepper, some carrots. The carrots was diced. The other part of it was grated, just to, Whenever you get a chance to sneak in vegetables in your food, especially for the kids, you want to take up that opportunity. Yeah. You notice this was cooked, this was added into the meat to let it cook down well before the tomatoes. Yeah, because yeah, you want it to be cooked down well, especially when you have little ones. That looks so beautiful already. Really beautiful. Okay, now you can add in the tomatoes. These are just a bunch of, leftover tomatoes here and there. So that was the regular tomato. This is tomato sauce, I think, yeah. And yes, and more sauces, the real sauce. This mixing mixed together, do making some really good meat sauce. I never want to exaggerate when it comes to the sauces. I don't want to overwhelm the meat, and also you realize when you use a lot of tomatoes, and it makes it a little bit sourish. So on the side, he was actually boiling this pasta, the penny pasta. So the meat sauce was ready. So at this point, was just gonna mix it up and just have it in a baking pan and added in some cheese. I think this was the most interesting part for him. He loves everything cheese, and if unsupervised, I think the whole thing would have been covered in cheese, which is it's not a bad thing, but I mean, yeah, everything done in moderation is good. Also remember, this was a preparation for dinner, so it was prepared well in advance. I think he started preparing this at around 11 in the morning, so that the thing could just be, staying ready to be put into the oven when time for dinner comes. Makes it really a lot easier, for me, if everything is done and ready, just put it in the oven, and a few minutes later the food is ready to be served. This day he saved me a lot of time. I was able to use my time to do other things instead. More cheese, Parmesan now. The other one was mozzarella, I think, and mozzarella in the Asiago, is it? Yeah. And now Parmesan. No, it was Mexican blend. I think, yeah, Mexican blend and mozzarella. And now Parmesan. Yeah, so this was ready to be put into oven when time comes. So you just covered it up and put it into the fridge for when that time was ready for baking. And when it was ready, it was just easy to take it out of the fridge and have it baked. And the result, guys, it was so good. It really tasted good. Look at that. This was so yummy. We all enjoyed this pasta meal made by Chef Howie. It was so good. Thank you, our chef. Hey guys, welcome again. It is the next day, and it is my turn today to to create the magic. So yeah, so we're gonna start the day by making some good breakfast. We are testing our pan that we got. If you watched my previous video, you already know that we bought this nice pan, and I was just trying the pancakes on it. So I made the pancakes, and I can say that exactly this pan is worth the hype. Yeah, and later on some eggs, simple, yeah. I don't like my eggs overcooked. Yes, they're like a rare medium when it comes to eggs. Yeah, so my breakfast was ready and plated. And I was already thinking about dinner. So I had this chicken that I wanted roasted for dinner. So I just took it out, cleaned it, marinated it. My usual seasonings. I just had it, made a paste out of them and rubbed it well into the chicken, and had that put aside for for when the time came for that is in the evening for dinner. So I had that and had it marinate for hours actually. Yeah, and so we were gonna have this and some potatoes. So when it was ready to be put into the oven, remember, I put some butter on it just for some crustiness when it's ready. So I just had butter and do I use the word smear? I smear it onto the skin of it. This was supposed to be enjoyed by some potatoes, so I just boiled potatoes on the side and slightly boiled, slightly cooked, and then I took them off, drained the water, have it seasoned with some paprika, oregano, some garlic powder, and some avocado oil. Had this mixed together and just let it cook together in the oven with the chicken. This was already in the evening, so the chicken was already seasoned and put it to the oven. So I was just having this at some point of the chicken's cooking. Had the potatoes also in the oven, so they cooked together. These are some of the foods that I don't struggle feeding my kids because they love they love this. Yeah, so I kept taking out the chicken and just making sure that it's roasting well, and just having the sauce on it. I think the potatoes are well mixed now. You want to spread it evenly onto the pan so that they don't overcrowd. Don't worry, my kitchen is clean. Yeah. Yeah, meanwhile the chicken was roasting nicely. Look the way it looks, so beautiful. So you want to put keep pouring that sauce onto the chicken. That makes it juicy enough and not dry by the time it is ready. Look the way it's looking, so beautiful. And the secret is also in the seasoning. Just make sure you season you need to know what seasonings, what ingredients goes well with chicken, so once you get that right, and just make sure that your seasoning goes rich in almost every part of the chicken, then you'll always have a great result. So at this point we want to put it back. This process repeated for some time before the chicken is ready. So you want to put it back into the oven. This cooks slow and nice, so I'm never in a hurry. I put it into the oven early enough and just let it cook slowly. I also wanted that crusting at the back, so I had at some point to turn it. And at this point the chicken was ready. I also made some salad on the side, and this is how everything turned out. It looks so beautiful. Look at the chicken. I don't think I disappointed. They all enjoyed this meal. It was fun to create. It was delicious. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Always treasured.
Standing in the mirror when the lights go out, it's you looking back at me. Try your best to hold on to the rope. We all have a reason to let go, and it's easier to do, but it's better if we don't. When the lights go out, everything is clearer. When the lights go out, I can finally see what it's all go out, everything is clear. When the lights go out, I could finally see. When the lights go out, everything is clearer. When the lights go out, I could finally see what it's all about. Standing in the mirror when the lights go out, it's you looking back at me. Hope, try your best to hold on to the rope. We all have a reason to let go, and it's easier to do, but it's better if we don't.